Get what you missed on Pearl Play with Yvonne Mutui.
My guest is already here. We're about to start talking about money, Mula Dodge. Good morning.
Yeah.
Mambo.
Ganji.
Hey, I was telling my guys pale Pal Radio Pal Play crew.
Yeah.
Mwenye nakuja kuongea sheng so unahitaji msaada.
Bana.
Maina Bob, usini abandon Maina Bob tafadhali Chef Ellie. Karibu sana.
Wazi, so glad to be here.
Awesome.
Niko happy sana. Man, nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Ngori unakaa fresh.
Asante sana. Introduce yourself to us.
Yeah, I go by the name Ted Kamaliki Kalani. A financial engineer,
yes,
financial advisor, and rapper na mokoka.
Amen. Yeah. Kuna song yako bidhi na kama nataka kuiplay sahi now inaitwa Sitoki. You featured who on this job?
Yeah, I featured I'm in a crew actually, two testifiers.
Yeah,
so yeah, we featured a guy called JOK Jaro.
Yeah.
Guy from Dheka. Noma sana.
Awesome,
King Fizzle on the beat. Christian Gang kama kawa. Was amazing.
Awesome. Gani ndio ulikuja kwanza, rapping or money? Financial engineering?
Rapping.
And then what happened?
The rain started beating. Tukona John Ngori. Lazima tafute mula.
Yeah.
Jupia, doing music you also need cash. You need capital.
Yes.
It's an investment also. So like any other investments, it needs capital. So I was really passionate about finance from high school days.
Yeah.
So nikakam uni pale JKUAT nikadu financial engineering. So after that nika venture into more of personal financial freedom. So nika study autonomy and all that.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of online stuff.
Yeah.
Then that's where Ganji came in. The community-based organization.
Yeah, amazing.
So, yeah.
Ganji ni pesa, by the way, for the people who...
Yeah, Ganji.
Now, I want to ask you a very personal question before we get into this conversation of today. No, Shanta ko smile. There's got to be one terrible financial decision that you've made.
Okay.
Ni gani the worst financial decision that you've ever made and unajangalianga unasema staki mtu mwingine afanye kitu kama hii?
Sizi sema ni the worst, but ni one of the zenye nilizi question sana. Niliget do, nikabuy ndai. I got a loan to buy a car. And I didn't have a clear plan with that car. So kuilipa ndo ilikuwa kazi, lakini
haikuwa ya Uber, haikuwa ya God himself.
Baadaye ndo yani nikaanza kuthink nieke kwa swivel. Ilikuwa 7-seater. So kaka swivel for a while, then bad luck ikapata accident, ikakuwa written off. So nikabaki na debt. Hakuna do inaingia, and I still have to pay. You understand? Kabla ukimbizane na insurance nini takes a long time. But yet tuko hapa.
Sasa kuna mtu mali sasa anajipanga vinya atachukua loan, abai gari.
Anajipanga achukue loan abai ndai. Find a clear plan for that car, then get that loan. Usikose ku get ndai. Get ndai, but have a clear plan.
Yeah. All right. I'm telling you, Ted Kamaliki.
Yeah.
Nimekuita Kamalaki kadogo.
Ni tongue twister.
But this is such a good name. So today, niliuliza watu, I asked people 4 questions, 4 things that will, make them become broke. It's end month right now. What nangoja tu you're doing. Jipange, have fun. But sometimes you have a clear plan in your mind, but vitu zinahappen hapo katikati. So by 25th, by 20th, you're broke. You have no money. So I asked them between bills, impulse buying, debt, and leisure, which one is going to get them into debt faster? Now what I'm saying, it's like all of them. It's bills, it's impulse buying, it's debt, it's leisure, just using money for things that you probably had not even planned for. But I want us to focus now on these 4. Okay. Let's start with bills.
Bills, of course, kwanza kabla think about bills.
Yes.
Unafaa think about how much are you earning?
Yes.
If you're employed, if you're doing a business, how much profit are you making at the end of the day?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, when you get to understand that, then you can plan your bills.
Yes.
For example, there's what we call the 50-30-20 rule. You know, it's something that most people don't know. But you see, ukipata income yako, of course kawe ni believer ni after ile kinde, after 10% tumetoa. So this 90 is your new 100. So your new 100, you divide it into 50%, 30% and 20%. So 50% should go to all your expenses.
Okay.
So you have rent, you have food, you have fare, you have miscellaneous, uko na zile do za kurusha, kwa wale wase wa kurusha, you know. So zote zinafazikwe 50%. Hii ni formula for you to live comfortably, you know. Then 30% unairusha kwa investments. Unaweza choose whatever investment yenye ina fit your level of risk. Kuna so many, kuna stocks, kuna nini, that's another topic on its own. You know, but then 20% inaenda kwa kulipa debt na kusave. So dawa deni ni kulipa, you know? Na dawa kulipa ni kulipa pole pole. So hiyo 20% unaidedicate kwa savings na kupay debt. Ukidu hivyo uta have a clear plan with your income such that uko rada, unajua ni aje deni na ilipa kwa hii 20%. So natoa kani 10% deni, 10% savings. You know, you can plan like that. Na inaweza kuwa BA.
Okay. But kuna watu, you know, na earn 20k, but nataka kukaa kwa bedsitter ya 10k. Sitaki kukaa kwa ile ya 6k cause ni ndogo nini. Na kwa hiyo bedsitter ya 10k, I'm still paying for water, I'm paying for electricity, nataka wifi, there's food to buy nini. So hii kitu ya kuishi beyond your means pia also affects our bills so much, right? Definitely. Na hiyo ina come na pressure. Kuna kogana ile pressure ya society na ni noma, ni real. Hata mimi nishaikuwa hapo, nishaikuwa kwa hiyo pressure yenye unataka jumabishto wako wako kwa bedsitter pia ukae kwa bedsitter, you know, and you don't know how much they earn, you know. True. Vis-a-vis what you earn. So mimi naweza sema tu when it comes to financial matters and financial freedom per se, you need to find a way to do away with pressure. True.
If you do away with pressure, just live within your means. For example, rent, ideally, ukitaka ukue fresh, rent haifai kupita 30%
of your entire earnings.
So kama unataka kuishi keja ya 30,000 per month, piga hustle upate kio, upate 100,000 per month. Ishi hawa 30,000, you'll be very comfortable. So definitely.
And we're talking about the 4 things that bother people mostly. There's bills, and then there is debt. Can we talk about debt before we talk about impulse buying? Is there ever the right time or a good time to get into debt?
Yes, definitely. Debt is the one thing that ikimiss kwa cycle ya finance ni noma, because it's what brings about even businesses. It's what brings about financial freedom. That's if you use it correctly. There's no right way, but you know, if you just plan. The thing about debt ni, before you take a debt, have a clear plan. Just that. Have a clear plan, and this clear plan should include how that debt will pay itself.
All right.
So if you're probably looking at getting 1 million shillings, for example, probably you'll be given by your SACCO or by your bank or by any online platform that's there that gives out cash. So before you get this cash, just write down, nataka kudu nini, nataka nikipata hido ni buy ndae kani ndae, you know, ama ni buy shaki kani land, ama ni buy something. But this thing that you're gonna buy, find out how it can bring in some income.
Okay.
So that over a period of time, it can generate income that will be able to pay back the loan. That way, utaishi fresh. Utaishi ni kama una deni but uko na deni, you know. Just that. If you have that in check, then you're good to go.
But most of us don't, Ted.
Most of us don't.
Tunaenjoy, tunakula life, tuna Masai Mara, you know. But tunakwanga kusema huku manifesting Sarova White Sands. Na ni deni tunachukua tuende.
Ni ngori. But ideally, I'm not saying don't have fun.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes, have fun, but also plan for that.
Okay.
You know, because if you're looking at probably when him say unataka uende a vacation or something,
yes,
the best way to do that is to save up for it. Don't take debt to go for a vacation.
Yeah.
Just save up for it. If you save up like 1 year, like for me, what I do, I try as much as possible every year. I go on one vacation.
Nice.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Could be hata hapa hivi tu Naivasha, naenda najibamba maybe a day or two, then I come back just to refresh the mind.
Yeah.
So what I do is I save up for it. I get to know in January, I get to understand this is where I want to go. It will cost me X amount.
Yes.
Maybe 20 Gs, 30 Gs, 50 Gs.
Yes.
So I have a plan. If it's 20 Gs, I divide that into 12 or 10 months. So I'll be saving 2K a month. So I save up for that.
Yeah.
You know, just like that, and
it's
you
very
find
achievable.
you find these things easy to do.
Nice. This is ndio tutatuambia tukifika pale kwa leisure, because Christmas is coming and we also want to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. So next, impulse buying.
Impulse buying. Wow, hiyo ni it's like a disease, man. Ni noma, especially, and it's addictive.
Very addictive.
If you're used to it, ni hard to get out of it. You know,
Yeah.
I think tunafaa tuanzishe rehab ya impulse buying.
Impulse buyers anonymous.
Impulse buyers anonymous, tuanzishe hiyo rehab. But anyway, the thing is,
let me ask first of all, what gets us into impulse buying? Because you just have 500 bob or 1,000 bob in your purse, but uingie pale House of Leather uone kitu useme, this one, unajua, this one can wait till next month, but uko like, acha tunchukue sai. What makes us do these things?
We don't budget.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't budget. Most of us, even most of my friends, I know, they don't budget. Wanaendaga na wave. Yani, vile inakam iende. Kwani nini? Itakuja. Kwani ni kesho? You know, but we need to start learning the art of budgeting. Because when you budget, you will also budget for miscellaneous, you know.
Yes.
So you'll put that aside. And we need to have a culture where it's okay not to have something.
Yeah.
You know? It's okay not to take fries every day.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay not to...
That one spoke to me.
Yeah. It's okay not to... Out a die.
You would die.
Out a daddy if you don't do that impulse thing every other time. But once in a while, it's always good to reward yourself. You know, when you have done an achievement, when you just feel like, let me reward myself.
Jirudishe shukrani.
Yeah, you know, once in a while you go out and have that leisure holiday. You know, you have that leisure holiday.
Yeah.
But not making it a habit. You just budget and know this is what I have for miscellaneous. So when you exhaust that, you wait for next month. Then you can get what you want to get.
All right.
Yeah.
Which brings me to something else that also takes our money without us knowing, which is emergencies.
Yes.
How do we deal with emergencies?
Dealing with emergencies can be quite tricky.
Okay.
But you can always find a way to go around it. One, by having an insurance fund.
All right.
You know,
yes.
When I talk about insurance fund, I mean NHIF, you know, the NSSFs, all those. So, like, for example, right now the government has made it so easy for people to access medical health, and medical health ni one of the biggest emergencies.
Yes.
Zenye zukam.
Yes.
Zenye you have to attend sorry.
Okay.
You have to attend to it at that time.
Yes.
Yani it can't wait, because when you're sick you're sick. You can't wait wacha ningo the next month ndo ndenda hosi. You have to attend to it right away.
Now, true.
So the best way ni to mitigate that risk by getting an insurance.
Yes.
And like I said, NHIF is quite cheap nowadays. It's around 500 bob 500 bob a month if you're not working. If you're working, that's mandatory, you know.
Yes,
you can pay, I think there's a range. There's 1,000, 2,000, all that. And this goes a long way to help when it comes to such kind of emergencies. But you can also have other emergencies, like maybe there's a fire and you know, stuff like that, God forbid, you know, stuff like that happen. So it's always good to have an insurance. And also, like we said, the 50-30-20, there's some savings that you put aside, however small, because saving is not about how much, it's about a culture. So you can even start with 5% of your earnings. You save. If you're diligent enough to save that for 21 months, it will be so easy for you to put in even more. You know.
Amazing. And then kuna emergency pia kuongezwa kwa WhatsApp group ya Wedo.
Kuna hiyo emergency.
You know?
Such emergencies zina come kwa savings part, because kuna zile zenye uwezi chorea, you know. Maybe someone is too close to you, or you know, is family. You know, you cannot just say mimi niko na budget, hiyo harusi sichangi ama hiyo matanga sichangi,
juu budget yangu iko fixed.
But hizo ni zile zenye you can always squeeze in from your savings. That's why even when having a savings plan, for example, when we advise people at Ganji, when having a savings plan, look at also the liquidity of that savings plan. So don't just enter into a savings plan which is not very liquid, because kuna yo time you may need some cash. Liquid, I mean, you can get some of the cash in maybe 24 hours or in a span of 1 week. That is liquid enough.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Dad and I in studio this amazing afternoon. We're talking about money. We have to talk about how even we need to get, you know, if we can try and get more channels of income, so that you're not just depending on one thing. We also need to talk about how to plan for Christmas, to go for that vacation. And you need to teach us.
Less than 2 months away.
You know, you need to teach us practically how to budget. You know, you're going to try, we're going to do it with me. You're going to teach me how to budget. So give it right here. You can stream it live on www.palradio.co.ke. We're talking about money, and we've talked about, you know, bills and debt and impulse buying. But now, when it comes to wanting to have fun, you know, you want to go to Mombasa or Dubai in December with your friends. How do I budget? Or you talked about something very noble. Start saving from January. When you do your what do we call them? Resolutions. You know, when you do your year's resolutions, have that as one of them. You know, have a destination in mind. Get to book early. You know, if you book early, you get cheaper rates. Even like there's a time beginning of this year, I told myself I've never celebrated my birthday, like just I've always been busy doing something. I get reminded by my sister, it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'm like, hey, it's my birthday. So this year I told myself, this birthday I just want to go to Mombasa. You know, let me just have fun. So I got to check out a few places, got the prices, then got to book early enough. Like for the flight, it was so cheap because I booked in January for June. Oh wow!
So the flight was cheaper, you know. So if you book early, you get cheaper rates.
Yes.
Even the place I stayed, it was a bit prestigious, but it was cheaper because I booked early, you know.
Yes.
So when you book early, you get very good rates. And apart from the rates, your mind is programmed in such a way that it knows that at the end of the year, this is where I'm supposed to go. Inaitwa law of attraction. Law of attraction ni real.
Ni real? I don't believe in the law of attraction.
It is real.
Why do you think it's real?
Because it's worked for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Explain.
It's worked for me. I always write what I want to do and pin it somewhere where I'll see it every day.
All right.
So every other time, my mind is attracting that. Every time. So there's nothing that I've done like that and I've not achieved. Nothing. Like for real.
Okay.
For real. And
right.
If you do that, even it goes hand in hand with the word, because it's all about faith. When you do that, God finds a way of pushing funds to your direction.
Okay.
You have a prayer point, you know, like you're praying, you're like, Maze God, in December mi lazima tu niende Zanzibar, man.
Yeah.
Itabidi tu, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's your father. He'll bring it to you. But you see, if you don't visualize it, you can't actualize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Most def.
Now, as we come to the end of this conversation, unfortunately, I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to talk to people that advise them finances. I know you've dealt with so many people, so many financial issues, and you're very, very informed when it comes to this. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to talk to them. But here I have my 20,000 shillings, okay? Wewe utakuwa mwalimu wangu leo.
Wacha tuwake na hiyo
20,000, sawa? So I have 20,000 shillings. Wacha tuweke rent yangu ikuwe tuseme 6k, sawa? Sawa. Rent yangu ni 6k.
Correct.
I need to budget this money. Ni save, ni buy food, nilipe deni yangu niko nayo 3k. Okay? Nilipe what else? Ni buy credo.
Ukwe na mafare.
Nikuwe na fare na hizo vitu ni nini. Yeah, sawa. Tusaidie ni 20k.
20k.
Rent ni 6k.
Rent ni 6k.
Tunafaa kutoa stima by the way.
Stima uweke hapo maybe so 3 so 4 ama so 5.
Sawa, acha nike so 5 stima.
So 5 maybe kuna ka wifi ama una hiyo.
Sina wifi ni credo, yeah.
Sawa. So ideally tukiangalia hiyo 20% kwanza at the minimum.
Sitatoa tithe, ngoja. Nitoe tithe, hiyo ni 2k.
Hiyo ni 2k. So
2k ni
18k.
Kinde.
Kinde ni ile 10%.
Sawa. Okay.
2k, so tunawak na 18k. So your 18k
to 6k ya rent. So unabaki na
12k. Kwanza hapo kwa rent uko BA mbaya. Uko sawa. Like uko sawa. Kuishi kwa kijia 6k uko sawa.
Okay.
Uko within the range because inafaa ikuwe 30%.
Okay.
Ideally not more than a third of your income should go to rent. Not more than a third. So wewe uko kwa a third, uko kwa limit. Like wewe unaishi maisha ya kisos according to level ya income. Okay. So that's okay. Then we look at 20% of 18k is around how much? Is around
let me do a quick calculation.
To work na calculator.
Acha tufanye kazi na calculator. Wenye wanatujaja tujui math, tunajua math, guys.
Tuko rada.
Okay, ask for 20%.
Yes, of 18k.
Okay, that's 3,600.
That's 3,600. So 3,600 inafaa iende kwa savings na kulipa debt.
Okay.
Sawa. So unaweza divide your 3,600 into 2 probably. So kama uko na deni fulani, you target to pay it slowly.
Alright.
So you save like 1,000 and the rest goes to debt. Or you save like 1,500, the rest goes to debt.
Mdogo.
Pole. Dawa deni ni kulipa pole. So that way you'll be cool.
Okay.
So then we come to the remaining. Tumeshatoa
20%. Tumebaki na 8400.
This 8400 kwanza, do we assume that you're walking to work or you're boarding to work?
Nalipa tuseme 20 bob to go
20
to work.
bob. That's fine. So in a month utalipa around maybe times 5, 2 times 5, that's around 1,000 bob. Let's say 1,500.
Okay.
On fare. So times 2 because unaenda na unarudi. So that's around 3k. 3k tunaiweka kwa fare. Unaona zikisha?
Mimi naona zinaisha.
Tumebaki na how much?
Tumebaki na 5400.
Tumebaki na 5400. Hii pesa ni mob.
Ni mob.
5400 hiyo ni mob. Kama umejaza gas, hiyo ina noma.
So to buy food.
Hauja buy food. Na haujakuwa na miscellaneous. That's what is remaining. Kuishi kawaida, you know. So that 5400, the best way to sort out food issues ni do shopping at once. It's cheaper. Kwanza kama if you're privileged to have a fridge, it's even better. So you can buy and store. It will be much cheaper. For groceries, don't go to the supermarket. Just check out your local soko there. There's a mama mboga there who has really good prices. You can get them there. Uta find that with that umeka 6k na umesave kiasi, you will be able to sort out quite a bit when you have that.
All right.
Ideally.
Sawa. Asante sana for teaching me how to budget. But you see now how practical that is. So by the time the month is starting, you know what you have left. You know how to deal with that.
Correct.
But first of all, I want to give Ted 2 minutes to talk to you and make sure that your 2022 will be a better year than 2021. Ted, there is your camera.
2 minutes are mine. So for these 2 minutes, I'll want to give you something that you can use for the next year on your way to financial freedom.
Yes.
And it's a formula that we use, and I think it will be very beneficial if we give it to people. There are 3 things that you need to learn if you want to become financially independent about yourself. So 1, you need to learn how to make money for yourself. So that is investing in your skill, investing in if it's work, go for trainings, do all that. You know, if you're doing a business, search online, invest in yourself. That's 1. That is called you making money for you. If you achieve that step, or when you achieve that step, you go to the next step, where is people making money for you. So you start with you making money for you, then number 2, people making money for you. So for people making money for you, that's where you come up with a sustainable business. So if you're let's say an athlete, so 1, you will on step 1 you will go to the gym, you will do all that. On step 2 you can come up with an academy, you know, where guys will come and train guys in your specific kind of sport. So these other people will be making money for you. You understand?
Yes.
That's the second step. If you're a chef, you can come up with a hotel. If you're an artist, you know, a studio. or something. That's the step where now people are making money for you. The third and the final step is now where money makes money for you. That's where you have enough capital to invest in businesses which you don't own. And you can also invest in stocks, invest in money markets, because you now have income coming in. So you can make that income make income for you. So those are the 3 steps. So 1, improve yourself, invest in yourself. Be the best at what you do. 2, form a business that revolves around
what
you do. So that way you will employ people who will now make money for you. And now third is when now people are making money for you, you will have enough cash to be an angel investor. You know, invest in a business which you don't own. You'll just be getting dividends or equity, and you'll be on your way to financial freedom.
Hey, sawa, it's amazing.
To spend 2 minutes.
Perfect. I'm thinking I'm going to have you here again and again and again and again
Most definitely,
so that you can come and help us with this money, because we all going to get rich somehow.
Definitely. Ganji. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, and to get crime and all these things, all these shortcuts that are wasting away our lives. I think God's intention is for us to thrive in every single way.
Definitely.
Asante sana for coming.
Bana, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.
We have a really good time.
Amazing. Me too.
When you're fresh.
Hey, thanks.
So,
Stop.
Anyway,
asante.
Yvonne Mutui on Pearl Play.
Weekdays from 10 a.m.